Good morning, my dear student. Now we are discussing in previous previous three lecture about the organic chemistry. Now today I want to discuss about a very specific and very useful type of reaction, organic reaction, that is pericyclic reaction. And student, here we'll discuss very simple and normal example of pericyclic reaction. But student, the importance of the pericyclic reaction is very very crucial in concern of organic chemistry synthesis, because a number of the compound can be synthesized by means of this pericyclic reaction by using just heat or h nu. That means I want to say some of the reaction will take place by means of the heat, and some of the reaction will be takes place by means of the photon or photochemical reaction and thermal reaction. So here again I am Dr. Biswajit Gayan, your chemistry teacher, assistant professor, Department of Chemistry, Dr. Sudhit Chandrasur, Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. Here from this figure, if you look here, you will see that there is a 1,3-butadiene that is in the left hand side. Then another is the double bond. So first one is called diene and the second one is called dienophile, because two double bond is present, and in the next case next molecule one double bond is present. This is called dienophile, and the first one is the diene, and the second one is acrylonitrile. So now if you just heat it, then it will form cyanobenzene. I'm extremely sorry, it will be not form benzene, but there will be only one double bond. So ultimately it will form cyanohexene, and there will be one double bond, that is this is the double bond. So by means of this easy reaction you can synthesize or you can get a cyclic compound just in single step of reaction. So here in this chapter I want to discuss about the pericyclic reaction. I have already told you, and especially the pericyclic reaction are of different type, but we will mainly discuss about the cycloaddition reaction and its stereochemistry, that is three-dimensional mode and mode of addition, that is it is basically the mechanism, and then obviously with example. Now pericyclic reaction. So if we break this word into two parts, that is peri and cyclic. So peri means the periphery surface, so basically the surrounding, and cyclic means it will be cyclic. So if any reaction takes place in a cyclic way, or that its transition state follow a cyclic going through a cyclic transition state, then we will say this is pericyclic reaction. So if we go to the definition, here you will find that a pericyclic reaction is one involving a concerted bond recognition. Concerted, here student, concerted means at a time, there's no delay. So bond breaking and bond formation takes place in a single step and simultaneously, question in which the essential bonding changes occur within a cyclic array. I have already told you that it follow a cyclic transition state of the participating atomic center. Now, if we take an, so again I am saying, so pericyclic reaction is a type of the reaction where it follow a cyclic transition state, and here the formation of the bond and breaking of the bond takes place in a simultaneously. So within very short period of time you can get a product, and from the uh, and you get a cyclic product. An example is a reaction that is here, it is reaction between butadiene and ethene. So here butadiene is the diene and ethene is the dienophile. So if you use a heat, if you just supply heat and taking these two component, then you will get cyclohexene and very easily. So this is the beauty of the pericyclic reaction. By using two component and by using just heat, no costly reagent and other thing, you will get a cyclohexene. So here is the mechanism. So first the dienophile attack to the diene, then the double bond break, and there will be a another new bond in the middle of the diene, then the second double bond will be broken down, and it there will be a formation of the two new sigma bond and breaking of two breaking of three pi bond, but one new pi bond is formed. So the important feature is neither ion nor radical are formed as an intermediate. So I am not going to the detailed description or the detailed discussion about the mechanism, because if you there is lots of theory which supported the concerted step of the reaction, but it is not going through the ionic mechanism or radical mechanism. But yes, there will be lots of contradicts about the concerted mechanism and stepwise mechanism, that is by radical formation. But most of the scientists and most of the scientific world believe that, not the belief, the experimentally it is supported that the most of the reaction is going through concerted step, that is formation and breaking take place in a single step and simultaneously. So there is lots of type of this pericyclic reaction. Among them cycloaddition is one of them, and another is just to remember this type, but no, not in your syllabus, that is cycloaddition. We will discuss taking the cycloaddition. Another type is the electrocyclic reaction, cheletropic reaction, sigmatropic reaction, in reaction. These are the different type. But again I am saying I will discuss about the cycloaddition. So here if you consider the cycloaddition, yes, it is a very important, and in cycloaddition Diels-Alder reaction is carry and extra important. The cycloaddition is a pericyclic chemical reaction in which two or more unsaturated molecule, in which two or more, here two, because we are taking diene and dienophile. So combined with the formation of the cyclic adduct, yes, it forms a cyclic adduct and there is a no loss, so that's why it is addition, and there is a net reduction of the double bond multiplicity. Yes, the number of the double bond decreases. um, Initially the number of the double bond is 3, but in the product number of the double bond is 1, but in the adduct there is a formation of the 2 new sigma bond. So the reaction between butadiene and ethene or ethylene is a simplest example of the general procedure of the 6-member ring, that is formation of the 6-member ring, that is cyclohexene, developed by Diels and Alder, that is two scientists, in which a conjugated diene reacts with a compound of containing just a double bond or triple bond form a cyclic adduct. And as it is first discovered by Diels and Alder, so this type of the reaction is called Diels-Alder reaction. The reaction is described as pi 4 plus pi 2 cycloaddition. So if you look here in the diene, there will be 4 pi electron, and the dienophile there is a 2 pi electron, that's why it is written as like this, pi 4 pi 2 cycloaddition, denoting the number of the pi electron in the each component. So here total 6 pi electron are involved, and as the 6 pi electron are involved, so it going through a cyclic transition state, and it has importance, because you know the 6 pi electron will be give some extra stability. Now different type of the cycloaddition example. First one is very well known, that is 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. And yes, this type of the reaction all are reversible, but depending on the condition and removal of the product, yes, you can get the product finally. So here in this first example, due to the reaction of the diene and dienophile, cyclohexene is formed, and cyclohexene is better stable. And yes, if you continue the reaction, yes, there will be a opposite reaction is also possible, that is breaking of cycloadduct and formation of the reactant. Now another one type of the cycloaddition reaction is 2 plus 2, but in this case the product, the cyclobutane, is not so much stable, so it is not favorable. So here the chances of the opposite reaction, that is breaking of the cyclobutane to the ethene, is very high. Now another big ring which is very difficult to form, because it is, if you consider the numbering, that is here 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 4, so 10 member ring. So here it is, yes, definitely it is very difficult to form this 10 member ring, but if you use the concept of the cycloaddition reaction, then it is this type of this is the example of the 6 plus 4 cycloaddition, and you can get very easily a adduct or the cycloadduct of 10 carbon atom, containing 10 carbon atom. So this type of the large ring, small ring and complex ring formation is possible in nature by means of this cycloaddition reaction. Yes, it is synthetically we can prepare this in our lab, and it also uh, reported that in nature some of the reaction, that is mainly if I say about the um, steroid, alkaloid, this type of the structure, is formed by means of the cycloaddition reaction, because all steroid mainly or most of the steroid are formed by means of the cycloaddition reaction, and there will be that is, if you consider the trees and others thing or human body, there will be lots of enzyme which help the cycloaddition reaction, and ultimately we get or receive or generate steroid or alkaloid. So it is very important part of the chemistry which give us an idea about the cycloaddition reaction. So yes, student, now we will discuss about the stereochemistry, but again I am saying stereochemistry that is stereochemistry is another chapter that is in your syllabus. So I just want to told you what will be the stereochemistry of the cycloadic product. So now here if you look into the first example, that is cyclobutene. Yes, it is a cyclobutene and it is called cis cyclobutene, and this cis term is with respect to the single bond. So the two double bond are in the same side of the single bond. Now here is the another thing, that is dimethyl fumarate. So if you it is that is, if you look into the diene, so there will be a double bond and the two acid group which is acid group is converted to the ester. So this is a, if it is the acid, this is called fumaric acid, and if it is a trans acid, then it is malic acid. So cis is the fumaric acid and trans is the malic acid. So if cis fumaric acid undergo cycloaddition reaction, will get the adduct all the ester group in the same orientation. That is here I want to say the two, if you look into the structure, all the two ester group are in the cis position, or if you consider it is up and down, so both two ester group in the up position. So this is the beauty of the cycloaddition reaction, because this reaction not only form the product very easily, but in concern of the stereochemistry, yes, it maintain the stereochemistry and it is very much stereo specific. So now if you take the trans product, that is dimethyl maleate, then we'll get the product which is different from the first one. Here you will get the trans ester, that is one of the ester group will be below of the ring and another group will be above of the ring. So yes, from this example one can say that the cycloaddition reaction is stereoselective. So these are the stereochemistry of the other cycloaddition reaction, but you have, it is not required to go through it. It is very difficult to understand the structure. Yes, for me it is very easy, but as it is a three-dimensional structure, so it is very difficult to understand. But yes, when the two cyclopentane, that is a cyclodipentane, then pentene basically, so it will form a endo product and exo product. Here if you look the structure, here this 5-member ring, that is which is down the structure, this is a very close to this double bond, so that's why it is called endo, and if it is outward, then it is called exo product. You just remember it. Here endo product is stable due to the overlap of the double bond and the pi electron, but XO is less stable due to the uh, unavailability of the pi interaction. So stereochemistry, yes, the stereochemistry can be explained by FMO theory, that is a frontier molecular orbital, but I am not ready to go in details with this discussion, but you have please remember that the stereochemistry and other phenomenon of a cycloaddition reaction can be explained by FMO theory, that is frontier molecular orbital diagram. So I have already told you in chapter 1 about the homo lumo and etc. So here is the use of the homo lumo in the cycloaddition reaction. So here are the some basic result. Now mode of the addition, yes, one is the suprafacial mode, another is the antifacial mode. So suprafacial means the same side, and antifacial means for a opposite side. So here if you look here, that green side of a particular system or dienophile and another is the diene are in the same side, that I want to say. For diene it is the above, and for dienophile it is the two are below. So both two interactive pi orbital are in the same side to get an easy access of this pi orbital. So this is called suprafacial. But here if you look here, so first two pi orbital from the diene and dienophile, yes, they are in the same phase, but other is not in the same phase. So to interact, one of the pi orbital have to rotate to get its interaction. So that's why this type of the interaction is called antifacial. So there is a Woodward-Hoffmann rule, that is it is a reaction, that is total number of electron, that is 4q plus 2, or the number of the electron. Basically if it is a odd, then the reaction condition will be thermal, uh, then it is suprafacial. So again odd, it is a photochemical and antifacial, and it is a even number, total number is even, then it is a thermal and suprafacial. So it is a even number, photochemical and antifacial. So these are the different problems. So yes, it is not required to go through it very with a very important give not required, basically I want to say, because if you want to know this you have to read more. So don't panic, you just remove this and go through your lesson. So another is topic reaction. Here I want to say, so here you look here, that is the double bond, sorry, yes, diene, and here is the sulfur dioxide. Here, yes, it is possible to undergo cycloaddition reaction, that is sulfur dioxide. So if you add 1,3-butadiene and sulfur dioxide, it instantly form this type of the oxo complex. So yes, this also is from, and this type of the reaction is called stereotopic reaction. So by means of this we'll get this type of the reaction. So if you look into the application, so suppose we need sulfur dioxide, but with a control, with some control of the sulfur dioxide, because if it is in the gaseous states then it is difficult to do, it is difficult to handle the gas and other thing. So here, for a quantitative application of the sulfur dioxide, first we'll add the sulfur dioxide to the dienophile, so it form a complex like this sulfoxo complex. Then I put this to the reaction vessel, and if we just heat it, so cycloreversion reaction will take place. Then we will get sulfur dioxide and double bond as a free. So ultimately we will get the sulfur dioxide. So this reaction can acts as a carrier of the sulfur dioxide, or you can say the carrier of the butadiene. Yes, by using this type of the reaction you can take lots of advantage in your synthesis. So today up to this. So for your any question, please inform me, and obviously I will help you. And student, thank you very much for your kind attention, and take care student, and thank you again.